नमस्ते फ्रेंड, आप सभी का स्वागत है। फ्रेंड्स, प्लीज कनेक्ट केस इंडियन बैंक एसोसिएशन वर्सेस के कालिया 1394/2023 ट्रांसफर पिटिशन केस। सुप्रीम कोर्ट issues notice for consolidation of pleas and including a special or dearness allowance for calculation of superannuation benefits to bank employees. The Supreme Court recently, in a transfer petition filed by the Indian Bank Association, stayed all the cases dealing with the issue arising in various writ petitions pending before different high courts on whether the special allowance or the dearness allowance should be reneged for calculation and payment of the superannuation benefits of the employees of various banks. The bench of Justice Rishikesh Roy and Justice Pankaj Mittal noted the submission on behalf of the Indian Bank Association that all the writ proceedings be consolidated in one high court to avoid multiplicity of the proceedings or conflicting judgments, and accordingly directed that except writ petition 867 of 2019 and writ petition 4532 of 2019 pending in Delhi High Court, in similar cases pending in the other high courts, be kept in abeyance until the returnable date. The bench also allowed the petitioner to implead all the writ petitioner in the High Court so that they are put on notice about the present transfer petition. The court stayed all the proceedings before the various high courts except the Delhi High Court, on noting that the first writ petition on the issue was filed in Delhi. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta along with advocate on record Siddharth Sengal appeared for Indian Bank Association. It was submitted in the plea that various writ petitions have been filed in various high courts all over India by the retired employees of the various banks, inter alia challenging the joint note and the modifications brought by the respective banks in line with the joint note and similar circulars and regulations, wherein the special allowance of the dearness allowance was not reneged for calculation of payment of superannuation benefits to the employees of the banking sector. The plea stated that the questions issues involved in all these writ petitions are the same and are substantially the same, viz. Claiming superannuation benefits as per the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972, Employees Provident Fund and the Miscellaneous Provisions Act 1952, and Pension Gratuity Regulation, etc., without the modification as implemented above. That is the case of the petitioner in the writ petition is that the special allowance or the dearness allowance payable thereon should be reneged for calculation and payment of superannuation benefit and in line with what is admissible to the central government employees, praying that it would be expedient and practical that all these writ petitions involving the same questions issues are substantially the same questions issues are heard and decided by one court, so that there is a finality and uniformity in arguments, hearings, procedures, and the decisions. The Indian Bank Association sought the consolidation of the proceedings. Since the bank had branches all over India in almost all the states, divergent views of the high courts in these matters would make the circumstances created by the decisions ambiguous and impossible to implement. Read the plea. The joint note dated May 25th, 2015 was incorporated and implemented by the member banks by bringing in the desired modification in the payment of the superannuation benefit in line with recommendations provided in the said joint note. In other words, the special allowance or the dearness allowance thereon was not to be reneged for calculation and the payment of superannuation benefit to the employees of the banking sector with effect from November 1st 2012. फ्रेंड्स, जो स्पेशल अलाउंस का केस IBA वर्सेस के कालिया है, उस संबंध में सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने सारी पार्टियों को नोटिस इशू किया है। यहाँ पे कहना जरूरी होगा कि स्पेशल अलाउंस के सुपरन्यूएशन बेनिफिट में ना इंक्लूड के वजह से हमारे रिटायरी साथियों को पेंशन में बहुत ही नुकसान हो रहा है। और अब फिर जब 12th बाइपार्टाइट सेटलमेंट आया है, उसमें भी IBA इस मैटर को सब जुडिस कह के उस पर डिस्कस नहीं कर रही है। और अंततः अगर ये भी इस बारे में इस बात को मान लेती है तो फिर बैंकर्स का नुकसान निश्चित है। थैंक यू, नमस्कार।